It is a cold day here in the flyover states. How cold is it? Well, I was in 2 different courthouses and all the lawyers had their hands in their own pockets. Anyway, a while back I was able to pick up what I called an Uber-okie sloppy seconds. The Rolex Yachtmaster 16623. I actually got it for a really great price. Had it authenticated. And, yeah, in a lot of ways, it's one of my most modern pieces. Blue dial. You know, I never really understood the Yachtmaster until I got it. And I do like the blue dial. Had it not been a blue dial, though, I wouldn't have bothered with it. The Yachtmaster has always been kind of the, kind of the bastard stepchild of the Rolex family. You know, the old expression that the Holy Roman Empire was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. You know, I actually did, as a history major, I did have to answer that question. And the same thing kind of applies to the Rolex Yachtmaster, because it's not really a sports watch, and it's not really a dress watch. It's got a relatively older movement in it. It has, big gold bezel. And that big gold bezel really catches a lot of attention, which is good. It also, though, catches a lot of nicks and scratches, which is bad. I'm just about more protective about wearing this thing than I am president. Among other things, it's bigger. And, unlike a sports watch, which actually a lot of people find more attractive the more beat up it gets, this one is more like a dress watch because the more beat up it gets, the more it looks like crap. And, these big precious metal bezels are not cheap. Of course, on the other hand, just a Rolex 3135 movement, kind of an old workhorse. Everyone knows how to work on it. Everyone can pretty much find parts for it. Nothing exciting horologically. There's a fellow a few hours south of me, and he's kind of like, he's like an alternate universe Uber-okie. Federal employee, and he does a lot of traveling, and as such, he does a lot of watch buying and flipping. Now, you'll probably notice me talking about a JEWELLERY, a Master Control triple calendar date south of me. I brought that up a couple of times. It's still there. It is 39 millimeters. It's stainless steel. Triple date with a moon face. Extra strap and complete servicing by JLC last August. So it's box papers and still has that new watch smell to it. He's asking $6,900 for it, and it's been there for a while. So every once in a while, I'll kind of hit him up, and we'll kind of chat a little bit. I mentioned the Yachtmaster, and I mentioned, I might want to consider trading. Now, this is the guy. I'm not going to say what his name is, but Polo. But when I said that, literally, I could hear in his brain. I could almost literally hear the adding machine. Yeah, he said, I'll do it, and hey, I can be up there in Oklahoma City. I can be up there tomorrow or maybe even Wednesday. I'm like, ooh. Now, I have to admit, though, and the fact that she is a sharp guy, he can do the numbers on his head, so that kind of tells me that he thinks it's a better deal for him. And I've actually asked all sorts of people about this. I've got a couple of friends, the very youngest and the very baldest, basically are saying, hell yeah, go for it. JLC is a hotorology piece. On the other end of the camp, I've got the super collector who basically is urging me to wait and saying, well, you've already got the JLC, the Reverso is the icon to get. That one is all right. My prediction, though, is that you're going to get tired of it and want to flip it in a few months, and you'll find out that you got married to it. And in the middle, believe it or not, is Starchy and Uber-okie, who are both saying to effect, meh. and Archie was actually kind of probably one of the most objective at all about it. He said, God knows I love JLC, but they are dog shit soft, undeservedly so, and that's a great watch. He said the Yachtmaster is a lot more liquid, especially right now. He said, get it only if you love it. Which actually, when you think about it, is how all watch reviews should buy. If you buy it, and if you love it, buy it. And, I do have a Heuer triple date, and that's actually one of my favorite pieces. I do love the triple date function on it. The trouble is, at 36, it's just a little small for me to read without reading glasses. But everything about it, I like. I like the complication. I just like, it's nice. Of course, it's vintage. It's sedate. It's a little classy. I like that. This one, that one, a triple date is classy. This one is brassy. Apples and oranges, literally. So who do you think is right? Do you think the youngest or the baldest is right? Do you think Rudy's right? Or do you think Archie's advice really applies? Anyway, I'd love to see what you'd have to say below. And here's one of the nice things is that time is on my side. I don't think that JLC is going anywhere fast. And, especially if Rolex isn't doing anything till March, it means basically I have February, where they're not making sports models. I think had it been until the sports bubble inflation going, I think everyone would have told me to drop this and go for the JLC. The fact that this other guy, this alternate universe Uberoki, or actually Uber Texan, is wanting to drop everything and go for it tells me that right now this is the ticket. So if you have an opinion, if you think I'm bored, if you think I'm a moron, or if you think whatever, leave it below and I'll give it a look. Thanks.